got what should be a great one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Now the rookie fifth-round pick. This is Tyler Algier. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Quick, yellow. Check you.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run for it with Algier. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
The Falcons are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were at 0-2.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Watch out now. 50, yellow.
They'll try and throw for it here.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Bro, 52. Ready?
3rd down, here's Algier. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Now back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in this state at Georgia. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And again, it's Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Brissett, and that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done. Brissett. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right? I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And some room to maneuver. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 15. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. To throw, Brissett. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. First down, and they'll start with Algier. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On the counter, here's Algier. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A minute 52 to play until halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Brissett. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Alec Pierce with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And complete to Drake London. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. They run it again with Chubb.
Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. They'll set up to throw.
And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
17. 22 middle.
Algier going straight ahead.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
So first down, and they'll stick with Algier.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
On second, here's Algier.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Algier with another carry.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the
3.
They'll run here with Algier.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Tyler Algier, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
A give running right is Chubb. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this is going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
York able to send this one through.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw now in his own end zone.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Max Crosby getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
Black blue. Yellow blue. Blue black. Six, seven.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Black shot. Steel, black.
He'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Black ultra. Blue striker.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Here we go, set. Hey,
in motion comes the tight end left.
Ultra, ultra. Smash, red.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll lose yardage here back at the 47. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. That one looks like he'll throw here. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
The Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on first down.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.